It's time now for Carter's Corner. Everything Bay Area sports on the Northern California Sports and Entertainment Network. Here is your host, Carter Kim.
We are back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Carter's Corner. I am Carter Kim here on Northern Lights Sports and Entertainment. My prediction is still correct. My prediction is still correct unless the Dodgers win tonight. So I'm honestly I'm thinking about baseball lately. I've been thinking about how it's all gone. I don't know yet, but let's see how this World Series ends up being. Everyone hyped this up to be some great 7-game set of World Series hype and everything else, but instead, no, we have to end this in like 4 games. It's pretty damn anticlimactic, if I'm being honest with you. I'm not even a fan of either of these teams, and that's anticlimactic. But yeah, like looking at this, it's like, all right, let's just talk about the game that's going to happen tonight. Starting for the Dodgers will be Ben Kasparias, I think, and Luis Gil for the New York Yankees. The Los Angeles Dodgers obviously have their usual lineup of Ohtani, Betts, Freeman, Hernandez, Muncy, Enrique Hernandez, Gavin Lux, Will Smith, and Tommy Edman. Below that, in the Yankees lineup will be Gleyber Torres, Juan Soto, Aaron Judge, Jazz Chisholm, Giancarlo Stanton, Anthony Rizzo, Anthony Volpe, Austin Wells, and Alex Verdugo. There have not been any at-bats in the entire career of the New York Yankees versus Ben Kasparias. And Luis Gil has only had 5 at-bats maximum versus any of the Dodgers players. And that was Teoscar Hernandez, who had a home run and a RBI off him, along with 2 Ks. Sweet for LA? I mean, I still believe this is going to be a weird one where it's like, yeah. I think it's going to be I actually am a believer that Aaron Judge has been playing like a freaking sieve this series, but I still believe that this is going to be a Stanley Cup Finals thing. Bullpen, yeah. Well, I have yeah. Oh my gosh. Listen, I'm going to say this. This is going to be a Stanley Cup Finals series. I'm never correct on predictions, so I'm just gonna have fun with it now. I think it's gonna be like the Dodgers lose 3 games, but then win Game 7 at home. I'm here for the comedy. I'm not here for anything but the comedy. I don't think the Dodgers are gonna blow a 3-0 lead. That's so statistically impossible. That's not even funny. It's only happened 1 out of however many times. This is not something that anybody can talk about. You know what I mean? And honestly, I don't want to place blame on one player for the entire team. But Aaron Judge turned into a damn sieve before our very eyes. Like, I don't understand Aaron Judge. How you can be this good of a player and end up playing this badly in the biggest moment of your life. It's not okay, man. I mean, be ironic if Dave Roberts against him, Judge and Boone. I mean, I don't know. Roberts, listen, if you wanted to ask me at the beginning of this series, like who I thought was going to win, I would probably have said the Dodgers because the lineup was just so much better. I thought Boone had the better managing skills. I was wrong about that. But honestly, just like, it's been a mess they've messed up it off of every single turn, but it's not entirely been on Boone. It's obviously been on some of the players. They haven't performed. Some of them made fielding mistakes. Judge turned into a goddamn pumpkin. Like, you can't blame Boone for everything that's happened. That's the problem. Yeah, you can be pissed off at him and say, oh yeah, like, you know, like you could have done some stuff differently. But at the end of the day, the players have to perform too. The only guys that have showed up have been Stanton and Juan Soto. And that's it, though. Like, nobody else came around. Nobody else was, like, serious about helping the team win. Like, it's so impressive how a team can underachieve this badly. And I was thinking to myself about this last night. Like, Houston deserves to be here more than you. Detroit deserves to be here more than you. Yeah. It's like There are so many teams. Cleveland probably deserves to be here more than you. The Orioles deserve to be here more than you. Like, at least they would have put up a fight and maybe won 1 or 2 games. Like 1 or 2 games, maybe. Instead, nah. Like, I was thinking Ben Rice deserves a chance. Hey, at this point, you might as well. Like, again, the plan's gone to crap. You're literally in the worst position possible. You might as well just put the dogs out and let them go. Like, why not? I mean, you're gonna lose. I mean, I don't think there's any doubt in the world that they're gonna lose. I mean, this is just the case. I mean, what are we looking at? There's a 3-0 deficit. They're about to put Luis Gil out there because Luis Gil is the only competent starter they have. I mean, Jesus. I mean, there's only one way that this series, there's only one way this series could go wrong and that would be if Dave Roberts completely overmanaged everything and just like lost every single game. But I don't even think that's possible. Okay, Dave Roberts has made mistakes in the past, but he's done pretty good this postseason. I'll give him that much credit. And honestly, like that is the only way that it could go well for the Yankees if like Roberts messed it up somehow. And I don't think he's going to do that. Like, the odds of that happening are so small that it's not even funny. Like, yeah, sure. Honestly, like Gleyber Torres, Juan Soto, Giancarlo Stanton, they're the only guys that showed up, man. Like, they're the only freaking guys that showed up. Look at Judge, Chisholm, Rizzo, Volpe, Wells, Verdugo, like all of those guys. Yeah. Arson Judge would hit better. I mean, I'm honestly like, I don't even know what to tell you, man. Like, I've watched, like, listen, this is the difference between Judge and Shohei. Like, this is Judge. Like, I feel like I'm watching James Harden right now. Like, God, like I can't stand this either. Like, I'm watching a guy absolutely choke. Like, what's going on with you, bro? Like, what happened? Why did you suddenly decide to turn into a pumpkin in the biggest moment of your life? Like, what's the strikeout rate for him? Like 48%? I genuinely want to know. Like, at what rate is the dude striking out ever since he got to the playoffs? Because it used to be really low. Now it's like super high. And it's like, yeah, like especially against a team that you've notoriously hit well against. You're hitting like an absolute scrub. I feel like I'm watching Ryan Howard in the playoffs versus the Giants, just striking out endlessly. It's honestly disgraceful, the waste of talent that he just displayed for all of us. I mean, come on, man. Seriously? Like, you can't even show up? This was billed as a primetime matchup between the Yankees and the Dodgers. This was supposed to be incredible baseball, a generational matchup, but no, the Yankees decided to fall on their face coming out the gate, and the Dodgers have already ran around the track and beaten them at home. The Yankees couldn't even catch up. They didn't do anything that was even mildly close to competent baseball. And it's not even runners in scoring position like I talked about. I mean, it is partially that, but it's more or less the bats just won't get up. They won't go. They won't fight for anything. Like, what are y'all doing? Like, you have shown me, Yankees, once again, that you have become a choke job. Like, none of you have become serious whatsoever. I mean, the only way that I could ever believe in any of you is if you, like, pulled off some crazy BS and ended up, like, winning 3 games in a row. Goldschmidt instead of Rizzo. I mean, why not? He's an old man, but honestly, like, you might as well give him a shot. Rizzo is so bad. Listen, he used to be really good, Anthony Rizzo, but he did actually beat the Dodgers to make it to that 2016 World Series. But that's neither here nor there because that doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's what you've done for me lately, and he has not done anything as of late to say, oh, yeah, I should trust you. Like, I mean, no. If they win 4 straight, listen, it's statistically so impossible at this point. There's no way. Listen, Dave Roberts could overmanage like 3 games, and I'm willing to bet he'll get it right on the 4th game. It's like Dave Roberts, he's not a good manager, but keep it real. It's not like there are very few managers that can choke away a 3-0 series lead And if they did it, there would be like prepping for reverse sweeps and everything. 28-3 in the NFL would look like a mild disappointment if the Dodgers choke this away. And the odds of that happening are really bad because let's keep it real. The players are going to keep them in the game. Shohei is not okay. It's not like Shohei, Mookie, and Freddie are all going to start turning into pumpkins themselves. I mean, yeah, it doesn't seem like, honestly, Yankees, like, you know how many teams would kill to be in your position? The Red Sox. I mean, like, there's so many. Like, the Red Sox had a really good year this year. Like, I really want to like emphasize that. Let's look at like the teams that probably could have been here. I mean, the Red Sox, they fell apart in the second half though, so that's kind of blah. But like Kansas City, Detroit, Cleveland, Houston, all these other teams in the AL probably deserved a chance more than you. Car, how are you? We miss you on the late night shows. Yeah, I have a lot to do nowadays. I mean, Cleveland would have been better. I mean, probably. Yeah, I'm feeling good, by the way. I'm feeling good, Benji. But by the way, only way the Yankees win is the Dodgers activate Kershaw. I mean, if Clayton Kershaw did that would be, even then, I don't think Kershaw would play that badly. But yeah, this is honestly like, Yankees, you're a disgrace to baseball, competitive sports, and everything else. I'm just keeping it real with you. Like, you really, really let this opportunity get away from you. There are so many teams that deserve this opportunity more than you, that wanted to play this play here. They wanted to play this game. They wanted to play the World Series. They wanted to play the Dodgers. But no, you played like absolute trash. Like, your bats won't wake up. That's hilarious. Like, you really coasted through the regular season. What the hell? Sorry, thought there was a noise, but anyway. Yeah, you're coasting on reputation. Like, that's it. The Yankees are, yeah, no. Yeah, like, Houston should have been here instead. Houston should have been here instead. I'm keeping it real. Like, yeah. Dodgers probably score again in the first with Heel pitching. I mean, Heel's a little volatile. He can be good, but he's very volatile. So I can definitely see that happening. Oh my gosh. I'm looking at all these teams in the AL, and I'm thinking to myself, like, a lot of these eliminated teams probably would have played harder than the Yankees. Would have given more of a crap than the Yankees. Like, I'm pretty sure Baltimore would have deserved this more. Like, yeah, Yankees, you're a comedy show, and you don't deserve to play baseball here in the MLB. Like, seriously, like, this was supposed to be billed as a primetime matchup, but like, this was supposed to be a primetime matchup, like a freaking generational thing where it's like, oh yeah, we're playing like with freaking, like, with Shohei, with Judge, with Soto, with Freddie, with Mookie, with all these other guys, like with all these decent pitchers. And it's like, dude, y'all just played so badly. It's not even funny. The Dodgers, like, the thing is, I'm looking at the past scores of these games versus the Dodgers. Like, it's not like they're lighting the world on fire. They're playing good, the Dodgers, but they're not playing like, oh yeah, like this is like they're lighting the world on fire. I mean, yeah, they're playing well. I'm not going to say that the Dodgers are playing badly because that would just be a lie. But let's keep it real. The Dodgers, they haven't been like lighting them up. Yankees wait till the ninth inning, pretty much. I mean, like, let me just take a look at something. Like, in the total of the last couple games, like in the last 3 games, the Dodgers have all won. The Dodgers have won by a score of 3 runs or less. It's not even like these are like uncompetitive games where it's like, oh yeah, they can totally, like, the Dodgers are blowing them out of the water. Like, the Yankees can still win these games theoretically, but you're playing like a bunch of bums. Like, are you kidding? Like, the beer league teams would put in a better effort than you right now. Like, seriously. Okay, honestly, like, dude, why the heck did you also move Stanton down in the lineup? He's the best playoff performer you have right now besides Soto. Judge is playing like a goddamn sieve. You could honestly bench him and you'd have better odds. Yankees were 1 out away from game 1. Yeah, exactly. Like, all of the games they have lost have been close games. But at the end of the day, you needed to win, and you absolutely choked. Like, that's on you, man. That is on you 100 times out of 100. I mean, like, they should have brought in Tim Hill to face Freddie Freeman. They should have trusted some other guys in their pen, but of course not, you know? Nestor Cortez, who's only been on the IL, who just got the IL. They're like, yeah, let's chuck him out there. It's no offense to Nestor. He got Shohei Ohtani out immediately, but dude, and he does have some ownage on Shohei in his career, but seriously, after like a freaking month out of baseball, like you're going to push him right now? That's dumb. That's so dumb. Yeah, just like, again, like there are so many teams in the AL that would have killed to be in the position that the Yankees are in, and the Yankees played so much worse than we could have imagined. This is supposed to be the primetime matchup. Nestor was the one begging to play. I mean, yeah, that's fair, but it's also, I get it, but it's also up to Boone to be making better decisions. Yeah. How long will Curry be out? They're trying to be careful with him. I mean, he's going to be like, but Steph, he's going to be out for like the next maybe week, 2 weeks. They're going to be trying to be very careful about his body. They're not trying to take risks. Doesn't even care about injuring himself. Listen, I know that Nestor wanted to play, but it's like, dude, you gotta like. It's up to Boone to be making smarter decisions, and like the decisions he made could have like, they would have gotten him fired in a lot of places. Like seriously, and I don't know why the Yankees aren't doing better at what they're doing. It's because I think Hal Steinbrenner is a bottom line guy who screws everything up. If I'm being honest, like, if I'm being honest, it's this: the Yankees are just bad. It's their fault they're losing. Like the Yankees, it's their fault that they're losing. This is their fault. Like they have lost, and it's too bad, really, because this was supposed to be a primetime matchup with impressive players, with decent pitching, with something to it, but of course not. You played like a bunch of sieves. Like, yeah, sure. Yeah, this is the franchise that had Derek Jeter on their team. This is the franchise that had Yogi Berra and a bunch of other great players. You know, this is the franchise that's like, oh yeah, we got to talk about Steph. Wanted to head to SF or LA. Listen, Los Angeles is not. Here's the problem with him going to Los Angeles. How much cap space do y'all have? I mean, Glasnow, Yamamoto. Let's see who else. Mookie, Freddie. Shohei's not getting paid till like 2030. So that's going to be a while from now. But like, I'm looking at the economics of your cap hit and a bunch of other stuff that also is in need for you guys. You guys are also looking for a shortstop as well. And maybe even going to get starting pitching again. I'm willing to bet Max Fried's going to be in play for you guys. And honestly, like, do you really need Juan Soto? Yeah, I get it. Like, he's a nice luxury piece. But Teoscar Hernandez just had an incredible year. I mean, I don't see how Juan Soto could go to Los Angeles. Fried or Adames, Fried and Adames are going to be the guys I think you guys are going to be looking for a lot, because Fried's been playing super well this year. He's also an LA guy, so you know that would be the biggest draw for him in my opinion. But you know, it's obviously the Dodgers, so. But Adames, you really need a shortstop. I mean, let's keep it real. You do not need Mookie Betts playing shortstop again. I mean, the second you put him back in right field, then things play better. LD, go Yankees, Yankees in 7. I mean, yeah, sure. Why not? I mean, hey, at this point, like, just throw it all into the wind. It's the worst situation that the Yankees could be facing, and you might as well just throw it into the wind and try and do the best you can at this point. I mean, yeah. But I really don't see a freaking Miguel Rojas not bad. No, Miguel Rojas is really good. Miguel Rojas is really good, and he's super underrated. I don't know why people don't talk about him more. Obviously, he's on a team with a lot of stars, but it's like he's really good. Like you give him a chance to hit, he'll play well, and if you let him take care of the glove at shortstop, he'll play well as well. I mean, he's a great player, no doubt. But I figured you guys would be like going to look for a guy who could be like every day at that position, because Miggy is also a little older for a guy who's like, playing shortstop. No disrespect to Miggy, obviously, but I think Soto, he could come here. Like, considering what is going on right now, yeah, good thing we didn't sign Judge. Dude disappears in the World Series. I would still want him, but it's like, Aaron, what the hell happened, dude? Like, why is he going through a Joel Embiid arc? Why is he playing like James Harden? Why is he turning into a goddamn sieve? I mean, like, why did you suddenly start playing like Dak freaking Prescott in the playoffs? So is going to look good in Giants jersey next year. Yeah, I think I really want him to come here. Like, of all the places in baseball, he would do super well here. He'd be the man. He'd be able to run the show, basically. He'd be our franchise face. I mean, I want him to come play for the San Francisco Giants. But then again, especially, I honestly think that the Yankees are off his list now after what I've just seen. I mean, he'll obviously there'll be considerations for the Yankees, but Hal Steinbrenner is also cutting payroll, which is something that Eric, Glenn, and I talked about. Yeah. What's good, Carr? This offseason scares me. I mean, we need to do some stuff, because at the end of the day, I want the Giants to be back on top and playing better, but we'll see about all that, because, some things just don't go your way. Sometimes you just don't get what you want, but also, like, let's see how it goes. Like, why not? Let's take a shot at this thing, try and see if we can swing hard and get somebody that we really want. But I mean, hopefully if Soto doesn't come here, he doesn't go to LA. Listen, I think the odds of him going to Los Angeles are super low. Like, okay, not super low, but they're lower. Listen, the Dodgers, I'm looking at the contracts that they have. Mookie, Freddie, along with Tyler Glasnow, like other pitchers, obviously, like, Glasnow. Who else? Yamamoto, obviously. Other players in their rotation, along with, like, Kershaw's not getting paid too much. Stone's still on his rookie deal. Dustin May, I believe, is still like on his rookie deal as well. I mean, honestly, I don't think they have the cap space, but I certainly think, I mean, hold on, let me just check the. Yeah, I'm looking at their payroll table right now. I mean, oh yeah, Teo as well. I mean, Teo's not being paid next year. He's going to get, that's one thing. I think Teo is also going to get paid this offseason. I have a feeling the Giants are waiting until the end of the World Series to hire their GM. I wouldn't be surprised if it's not the day after it ends. I mean, let's see. I mean, tonight, if it ends, I mean, maybe tomorrow. Let's find out. I have a feeling that he'll be out there. Imagine what Soto does if he lead off. I mean, here's the thing about Soto. Like, I think leading him off is a little interesting. I've always thought about that. Like, what would he do? I mean, he draws walks. He's got good power and contact. I mean, I don't know, though. I mean, I don't know if we would want to do like a Kyle Schwarber thing and just put him at leadoff. He's a good player there, but like I feel like in the second hole would be interesting. But an interesting stat about Soto is that ever since he entered baseball, he leads the league in walks. So that's something that can be helpful for a leadoff guy. But yeah, I'm looking at your payroll right now. Like, Mookie Betts is getting paid a lot of money. Freddie Freeman's being paid a lot of money. Chris Taylor, Will Smith. You guys have Will Smith as well. Muncy, Yamamoto, Walker Buehler, Kelly, Rojas. You had to pay Flaherty as well. If Flaherty ends up being like one of those guys. Shohei is obviously not being paid until, like, whatchamacallit, very long from now. But, like, I'm looking at your payroll salaries for a lot of your players. I along with, like, Kiermaier, even though he's about to retire, like, Y'all are going to be paying a lot of people a lot of money. It's not about like, oh yeah, it's you can't pay Soto. You certainly can. It's like, but he's not going to be paid as much money as he would like, I think. GM meetings are an early low ever. We'll want a GM in place by then, I would think. I mean, yeah. I mean, I think they already have the candidate lined up. It's just about trying to like, they're just going to wait, I think. It'll be after the World Series, like you said. Oh my gosh. But hey, we have a lot to talk about. Everybody's in here. I mean, it's been a baseball show these past few weeks. It's going to be a basketball show in a little bit too. I mean, oh yeah, Steph will miss at least 2 games apparently. Man, like we are really looking in like, yeah, I just want this team to be good again. I just want that team to be good again. Like that's all. Like like this first year doesn't have to be a freaking year contention where we're about to knock off the Dodgers. No, it doesn't have to be that for me. It just has to be like, oh yeah, we're going to play good enough baseball to be competitive, maybe push a wild card spot, maybe do something interesting about the players. We'll see. But I am certainly interested in the notion of just like trying to like figure it out. This next year is an observation year. Let's see how we do. And let's just hope that things go right. What I meant was that I think the new Giants. Sorry, what I meant was that I think the Giants might already know who their GM is. Yeah, that's what I was saying too. Like, we probably have the dude. We already know who it is, probably, and they're all probably going to be like, "Oh yeah, it's going to be this guy," and we're going to announce it after the World Series. But let's just hope to the Lord, our freaking mighty, that we end up with somebody solid and that can do their job. Do their job. As Roy Keane once said, you got to do your job. It's his job, isn't it? Like, man, as Bill Belichick said, do your job. Like, seriously, just do your job. Like, that's all. Hoping for Sabian, kind of. I think it's probably Sherry. I mean, Brian has specifically said, he came out and said after everything that happened, like, I'm not taking another position as an executive. But yeah, he said that he's more of like an advisor now. He's no longer taking a role as an executive. Nice expression. I mean, yeah. This is how I feel. Man, like, oh my gosh, I am. Yeah. So Sabian, I would like Sabian to come back, but if I'm being honest, like he said, like, yeah, I'm not doing that type of work anymore. It's not a problem though. Sabian's a great guy, a great person. I mean, he'll always live on in the lore of this franchise, but you know, sometimes you're just done. That's okay, you know, like you can't always be the best forever. Look at Nolan Ryan, look at Justin Verlander. You can't always be the best forever. You can't always be on top where there's plenty. I mean, yeah. Oh my gosh. Like I want to rant about the New York Yankees being this bad, but if I'm being honest, I don't have words for them, man. Like whatever. Like it's just whatever. I honestly just want to get on to the offseason at this point. Like I'm tired of listening to the Yankees like talk. Like you guys just lie down and let the Dodgers absolutely pick you apart piece by piece. I mean, that's your bad. That's your bad. I'm keeping it real. Like, I don't understand how, like, yeah, we can still become good again without Sabian. I just have a ton of respect for him. No, I think everybody in the Giants fan base that's ever watched this game of baseball for like the last 20 years, we love Brian to death because of what he made this team. He gave us chances with Barry Bonds. Then we had those crazy teams in the 2010s, the even years. I mean, like, I've never loved an executive more than I love Brian, except for maybe Bob Myers. And that's a whole different type of love. But like Brian, he gave a lot of memories to this team, this fan base, and he gave us a reason. He gave us the standards we have today. Like the standards we have right now, the reason why we gripe about Farhan, the reason why we griped about a lot of players underachieving, it's because, well, we have a standard. And, it's thanks to guys like Brian and Bruce, that we're going to do this. Sweep? No. Here's what's going to happen. And I firmly believe this. The Yankees are going to win the next 3 games, and then the Dodgers will win in Game 7. It's a bold prediction, I know. But hey, my predictions are almost never correct. So if I'm wrong, this is to be expected. I'm just taking this on the chin, if I'm being honest. I'm going to get punched in the mouth on this. I mean, my wild card round predictions were actually pretty accurate. But then we go to the DS games, and they're horrible. So my prediction is stupid. It's insane. But why not do it? I mean, let's see how it goes. The Yankees have a chance to extend the series. Man, shut up, Apple News. Man, this is such a... Hold on, let me just read this article to you guys. World Series Game 4 preview. Damn Yankees. I mean, yes, damn Yankees. I can't wait for the congratulations Yankees videos and troll videos for the Yankees. I mean, I'm keeping it real, Yankees. You deserve to lose. You deserve to lose. Maybe the Dodgers don't necessarily deserve to win more than you, but they're doing what they have to do. They're winning their games. You don't deserve to win. That's all I have to say to you, Yankees. That's all I have to say to you, Yankees. You don't deserve to win at all. And honestly, if any team had put in a performance like this, in a World Series, a lot of their players are being shipped off. I've been wrong with all my predictions. However, did prediction to sweep this World Series. Won't count that since I didn't declare which team. I mean, fair enough. But yeah, this is going to be one of those. This is supposed to be such a great World Series, apparently, according to the media, but it's a freaking dud. You know why? Because star power isn't everything. Seriously? This is supposed to be your World Series matchup? The greatness of your game? What's this done? There wasn't any excitement or drama. It's just the Dodgers absolutely kicking the crap out of the New York Yankees. This isn't impressive at all. So this is why I get so mad at the damn media and how they're oh, this is going to be the best World Series in 50 years. What's wrong with what we were doing previously? All of the opportunities with the freaking Rangers versus Diamondbacks, that was better. That was a better World Series than this one. That was at least mildly competitive and interesting. They had some close games, had some great play from both teams. Merrill Kelly had that incredible game too. I mean, you're going to tell me that World Series was worse than this one? This is about to get swept. The Yankees didn't even put up a damn fight. I think the Yankees, honestly, looking back at their playoff run to get here, it looks fraud. It looks like a massive fraud. The Royals, you beat the Royals when Vinny Pasquantino was hobbled. I mean, and everything was just going your way. You look at the Guardians, dude. The Guardians played spirited baseball, and they probably deserve to be here more than you, if I'm being totally honest. You have disgraced baseball, Yankees. The reason I say this is because, well, I'm a Giants fan, and a lot of the reasons why this team is special to me is because we have a standard that's been set by our previous players to our current players. Play for them. Play as Giants. And the Yankees are supposed to do that, and they don't. Valid point about Sabian and our standards? Yeah. I mean, the reason why we have our standards now is because of Brian and Bruce. Because, we set a standard of excellence for the future of the Giants. If you want to be the best, win a World Series. Play great in the right moments. Be known for incredible moments. That's what made this team great. That's just something that never happened under Farhan, and it's disgusting how he destroyed that part of the culture and the standards. He created the standards for us. Fans, the reason why we get so hard and treat, sometimes we boo our players and we get pissed off at our players and our managers and our executives is because we desire a standard greater than just 500 baseball. There's nothing wrong with that at all. I mean, like, come on. Is there anything wrong with the idea of like, oh yeah, we should be better than like 500? We should be playing for a freaking team. Like, I mean this when I say this, like, it's just like crazy. Yankees in 7. I mean, you might as well predict that. I mean, why not? If you're right, no one everyone will bow down to you. If you don't get it right, then it's to be expected. It's not a big deal. I mean, like, man. What the hell's going on? Gosh. What's up, Carter? I'll be working and listening, so have a great show. Thank you. Thank you, Addy. Appreciate it. People calling Judge Mr. May. I mean, he just coasted on a regular season performance. Like, that's like, it angers me so much to see him play like this. Like, you are such a talented freaking player, and you play so well in the regular season. You play out of your mind in the regular season, and you might be one of the best players ever seen by human eyes. And you do this against in the biggest game of your life, you turn into a freaking pumpkin. You play like a scrub. Like, you play like Ryan Howard. Are you kidding me? Like, give me a second. I'm going to check Ryan Howard's playoff numbers really quickly because I want to emphasize this. Like, he had some good playoff series, but against us, he was particularly he was actually pretty good. He just struck out 12 times, though. That's a lot of strikeouts, man. Jesus. Yeah, but honestly, like, this is why it angers me to see Judge play this way. Like, you're one of the best talents this generation has to offer. You are constantly an MVP candidate. You win MVPs. You might be on a Hall of Fame career trajectory if you keep up the pace you are on. But instead, you go to the playoffs and you play like a freaking sieve in hockey. You're letting in goals, but you're also just not hitting anything. You can't even create for yourself. I know this isn't a sport where your stars can always win you the game because it requires a team effort because the lineup is always around. But it's like, I say this all the time, dude. Like, just like, I mean this when I say it. Like, if you waste talent like this, like, do you deserve the MVP? Because honestly, there are probably a couple dozen other players that deserve the MVP who played harder. 24 World Series was way better. I mean, people don't know how good that World Series was. Like, if you actually go back and watch those games, people will know how good the 2014 World Series was. That was such a good World Series. I mean, 2016, 2017, Judge is only good when the bright lights are off. I mean, yeah. Court's not in session, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody stand up. No, nobody stand up, dog. Nobody stand up. Like, come on. Oh my gosh. Like, yeah, just like, yeah. Also goes to show how in the postseason you will face better pitching. Yeah, but like Freddie Freeman World Series MVP, I mean, yeah, he's going to win that. But here's the thing, though. Like, Aaron Judge has gone up against some of the best pitching in baseball, and he's thrived. I mean, I look at his matchups versus some Dodgers pitchers from the AL East and other teams, pitchers in the AL that he has to face in general. I mean, like, he's done well against those teams. He should be able to keep adhering to that standard, but he doesn't. Even though he's done well against a lot of stellar pitching as a hitter, he's turned into a goddamn sieve. Like, I don't understand how Aaron Judge is still cemented into the third hole, despite the fact that he's playing like an absolute bum. Like, dude, like there are probably a couple players on that bench that would show more heart than Judge right now. Like, I don't understand how you can have this much talent and this much ability and play like this much of a scrub. Like, I don't get it, man. Like, I don't understand you as a player. Like, you should be able to take this moment on and let it be air on your shoulders. Because this is just baseball, man. Just play. Just win, baby. But of course not, you know? It just has to be so much harder than that. Like, I've never been one to criticize players purely, but it's like, dude. Yeah. I mean, just look on the other side. Look what Freddie Freeman's doing. Happy for Freddie, Ohtani, Yamamoto, but F the Dodgers? No, F the Dodgers. Okay, listen, I don't care if those guys win. I hate them. Listen, the problem is it's so hard to hate those guys, though. Mookie Betts is a great dude, just a great person, does a lot of great work. He's a great player. I mean, like, he's just great. Freddie's Canadian. That's all I need to tell you about Freddie Freeman. He's Canadian. And you look at Ohtani, he's just a great dude too. But, like, I can't cheer for these guys at all. I'm a San Francisco Giants fan. I can't cheer for the freaking Dodgers. I mean, like, that would be a crime in most states. I mean, not in most states, but in this state in particular. Like, I like those guys, but seriously, it's tough for me to be like, oh, yeah. But listen, Freddie Freeman, he deserves it, though. He played super well. I mean, unlike certain people, he actually played up to his standards in the postseason. I mean, this is a down year, by the way, for Freddie Freeman. This is a year where Freddie Freeman wasn't supposed to play that good. Let me just get this, actually. Like, I'm just going to bring it over here. Like, I'm just going to bring this over. No, that's not it. Sorry. No, I have technical issues, guys. Sorry. Okay, let me just show you all this. This is Freddie Freeman's stats this year. Obviously, this looks really good, but look at, like, the outset stats. This is a really good year for most players, but then you look at the previous year, you're like, you okay, Freddie? Like, is something happening? But honestly, even in a year where he isn't playing up to that high standard that he has, he's still doing the right things. 5 straight World Series games with a home run. I mean, Freddie freaking Freeman. This is Freddie freaking Freeman, man. Atlanta Braves legend. Now about to be a Dodgers legend. I mean, yeah, like, I really am going to look back on this season and be thinking, like, could have something have been different, maybe? Could we have done something else a little different that was more interesting? Like, could baseball be a little less about parody? Like, I don't know. It's too late for that now. We can only look forward and hope to God that things will get better. Oh my gosh. Like I'm looking through all this information. Like, I'm in shock. Like, I'm honestly in disbelief that Yankees didn't even win like 1 or 2 games. Like, at least put up a damn fight, man. We did against the Dodgers. At least we put up a damn fight, but you didn't. You turned into a goddamn pumpkin before our very eyes and decided to start playing like a freaking comedy show when you needed to win. Sorry, give me a second. All right. I mean, what else is there to say? I mean, nothing really. Like, what do I say to the Yankees? Oh, yeah, you can come back. You can play well. No! What do you think I'm going to say? You guys choked. You played like a bunch of bums when it mattered the most. Like, sorry, just almost played music by accident. My bad. Like, what do you want me to say to you, Yankees? What do you want the world to say to you? Oh yeah, like, you know, things were out of your No, things were out of your control. If you blame bad umpiring, I'm gonna be pissed off. Like, dude, the umpiring has been bad for both teams. Honestly, baseball needs to fix how they do umpiring in playoff games. Do not blame umpiring. That's one thing I'm gonna say. Giants need so to rekindle the best rivalry in baseball. Giants Dodgers. I mean, it could be one of the best rivalries in the world when it's competitive. I mean, let us do it. Come on. Like, let us have some damn fun. I mean, that's one thing I'd pitch to Soto. Like, you get to be the guy who brings the Giants back to what they were. I mean, that'd be my first pitch, along with $650 million in whatever freaking car he wanted. But does Soto want my car? Because I can give him my car. Does Soto want a statue built to himself in the middle of like the park? Because that can be done. I'm totally in. Like, I'm up to ideas, y'all. Like, let's find a way to bring that man here. All right, give me a second. All right. Hey, Fozzie, what's going on, baby? How you doing? Man, it's good to see you, Fozzie. Good to see you. I mean, I'm disappointed in the Yankees, man. Like I'm really willing to bet like any of the teams that they beat or any of the teams that were in the AL contending, trying to go to the World Series, probably would have done a better job. The Guardians would have shown a bit more fight with that bullpen and the bats in their lineup. The freaking like Royals probably would have. The Tigers, the Orioles, the freaking Astros. Those teams would have shown fight. They would have actually been competitive. Instead, no, of course not. You guys have to go there and lay the biggest egg possible. I mean, come on. Congratulations, Yankees. Congratulations. Like, seriously, congratulations. You have spent so much money, and yet you failed. You're about to cut payroll. Juan Soto should leave. If he's smart, he should leave. Because honestly, the structure of the Yankees over the last few years has been horrific. Hope and the Dodgers have a meltdown. The Yankees have the true greatest comeback in sports history. I mean, I don't think so. I think the Yankees are probably going to lose. I think the Yankees are going to lose. I mean, like, unless listen, it would take Dave Roberts literally overmanaging it so badly that that a starting pitcher gets injured or something crazy happens. I don't think that's going to happen. I get it. The Yankees are trash and they don't deserve to be here, but let's keep it real. The Dodgers aren't an incompetent player pool. Their players are competent. Dave Roberts is a very bad manager. But let's keep it real. It's not like, oh yeah, he's gonna overmanage them into blowing a 3-0 series lead. If that happens, then like I don't that's literally impossible. There's no way, right? There's no way. I mean, so it's probably either gonna be a sweep or Dodgers in 5. I mean, like, if the Dodgers blew it, that'd be that there's no way they blow it though. There's no way. I mean, there's only ever been a few teams. Padres, Dodgers were made more competitive than the Yankees. Yeah, and even then the Padres turned into a pumpkin too. Like there were so many teams that deserved to be here that were so much more competent than the Yankees that at least kept their went toe to toe with the Dodgers. But they played like a freaking sieve. Congratulations. Like, really, congratulations, Yankees. You wasted an opportunity. Sweep Dodgers in 4. I mean, yeah, probably Dodgers in 4. Odds, if it's not Dodgers in 4, it's going to be Dodgers in 5 or 6. Guardians would have beat the Dodgers. I mean, I don't know about that. They might have. At least they would have showed some damn fight. Steven Kwan played so well in that ALCS, and he really deserved a chance. But instead, nah. Like, that's so crazy to me. Dodgers blowing it will suck, and as we'll have to wait for longer for the offseason, but it'll be wonderful and hilarious. I mean, again, I don't think it's gonna happen. If the Dodgers blow this, then I don't know what to tell you. Like, I'll die by that. I mean, I think it would have been much more competitive because the Yankees have literally just laid an egg. Like, but yeah, the Dodgers, like, I don't think the Dodgers are going to blow it. If they blow it, then honestly, we know who to blame. But it's like, I don't think the Dodgers are going to blow it. They're going to be fine. Big whoop. Like, I do not think that team is just suddenly going to turn it. Like, Camilo, the Dodgers in 5, bullpen game today, so I don't think the Dodgers win this one. I mean, yeah, probably. I mean, the Yankees will BS their way to a win, and then the Dodgers, they'll win the next game because they'll have will they have Flaherty on the mound? I believe so. But yeah, the odds are the Dodgers will probably win. I mean, like, there's no reason for me to doubt them at this point. I mean, yeah, they have past reputation, but at the end of the day, they're playing well in this series. They have a 3-0 series lead. The Yankees are staring down the barrel of the gun. If the Dodgers somehow find a way to mess this up, that would be hilarious. But that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. I mean, like, I'm just being practical here. But yeah, Dodgers bullpen has been lights out. I mean, there you go. The Dodgers bullpen can kick it and absolutely destroy lineups, especially if it's managed well. Hold on, give me a second. Man, I do kind of want the offseason to get here, but let's keep it real. There's no way that if they lose this, like, I don't think they're going to lose it. The Dodgers aren't a bad team. I mean, like, imagine my prediction comes true, though. Like, the Dodgers have a 3-0 series lead, but then lose 3 straight, but then win game 7. I have a feeling they're going to do a Stanley Cup Finals and have that happen. I just have a feeling. It's not even like a practical feeling, but I just have a feeling that that's going to happen. Or it's going to be 5 games like the NBA Finals. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, 9 people in here. I think this is the most ever. Thank you guys for coming around. Appreciate y'all. The Yankees have been so depressing. No, they have been the most hilariously depressing team I've ever seen. Like, there are so many teams that deserve to be here more than the Yankees that would have played better. Like, you really have disgraced the names of every single great player that's won a World Series for you Yankees. Like, seriously? You played like a bunch of bums when it mattered. But yeah, the Yankees, congratulations, Yankees. Like, you didn't even show damn fight. That's the worst part about this. You didn't even show a damn fight. Celebrating in the Bronx tonight. I mean, yeah, they're celebrating in the Bronx tonight. Popping champagne, doing all that other stuff. The Dodgers, after 30 years of not winning a World Series, have finally won after spending billions upon billions of dollars. Why are the Yankees going with Luis Seal waving the white flag? Yeah, I'm wondering that too. Why not just have Cole pitch? Yeah, I know it's been like a few days, but seriously. I wasn't expecting this version of Judge. Aaron Judge has turned into a comedy show before our very eyes. I mean, but yeah, Fozzie, I'm wondering why they didn't just put Cole out there. I know it's been a couple of days, but like the best option you have that's going to win you a game is probably Garrett. I mean,
seriously though, like you got to find a way to win a game.
Are you going to show any damn fight, Yankees? Because I don't know. I think a lot of other teams might have. Must-win game? Yeah. Your backs are against the wall. You're staring down a barrel of a gun. It's freaking time. If there was a time to win a game, it would be now. Are you going to win it, though? Let's see. Probably not, because they're a bunch of scrubs, if I'm being honest. Like, I've just watched a bunch of I've watched a damn comedy show over the past few days. Like, nah. Honestly, no. I don't really think that this team is going to do anything. Like, I've watched just such it's so damn depressing. Like, seriously? Again, the Guardians of the Royals deserve to be here more than you. The Guardians of the Royals deserve to be here more than you. Like, yeah, that's just some of the most uncompetitive stuff I've ever seen. And the thing is, it's not even like these games are far away. It's not like the Dodgers are blowing them out. It's like 2 runs, 3 runs. One of them, they absolutely blew the game because Nestor Cortez had to come in. Like, seriously? Seriously. Like, there are so many teams that would have showed so much more fight than you. You said it. Losing would make it way easier for Soto to walk. I mean, if he walked, it would be so freaking awesome. I wanted to come here. Juan, please. What do you want? Do you want a statue built in your name? Eric and Glenn break down tonight's World Series Game 4 in a pregame special in 35 minutes. Join us to break down what happened tonight. Yeah, go join Eric and Glenn. Go have some fun. You know, talk sports. We won't talk about the offseason yet, but that'll be on Giant Sports Talk Live maybe. I'm hoping that we get to have a lot of the conversations about the offseason, but God, I hope those are better than this freaking... Like, I would rather watch, like, the shows that we do than watch the World Series itself. It's a comedy show that I'm watching. After I saw Freddie Freeman hit that grand slam, I was like, yeah, this is over. Like, all right, I got 2 minutes left. So if anyone has anything to say or like anything that I should talk about, like, I'm here for y'all. I'm just checking through a bunch of other stuff. Oh, yeah. By the way, the San Jose Sharks finally won a game. Congratulations. You've done it. You won a game. I'm so glad for the Sharks. Good job, guys. I mean, the 49ers beat the Cowboys. I mean, then again, we're still bad, okay? I'm just keeping it real. We're really bad still. The comedy show that is the NL West. I mean, it's not good. I mean, yeah. Score prediction? 5-3 Yankees. I don't know. Watching Aaron Boone's face the entire game was so hopeless. I mean, yeah. Listen, I like Boone as a manager in a lot of ways, but the dude makes like decisions like this. He needs to do better in these situations and be practical about what's been working. Tim Hill should have been the guy in game 1. This is what I said at the beginning of this series after Freddie Freeman hit that grand slam. I said, dude, this is like Robbie Ray versus Jordan all over again. And you know what happened to the Mariners after Robbie Ray versus Jordan? They lost in a sweep. Like, congratulations. As a wise man would say, but congratulations, Yankees. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. Yeah. Good job. Good job. Like, great job, Yankees. Good job. Good job. Good job. You've done a great job, Yankees. You fought hard. you gave him your all, even though you lost. No, you didn't, because you're trash. But anyway, hey, listen, everybody, we have, I think, the most viewers on this show ever. So thank you guys for coming in to watch. All of my guys from LA, all my Bay Area guys, Fozzie, Camilo, Johnny, Morkatna, Adi as well, LD, as well as Daniel and a bunch of other people. Thank you guys for coming in. I appreciate it always. Go see Eric and Glenn in like 35 minutes. Have some fun with them. And as always, guys, see ya.
You've been watching the Northern California Sports and Entertainment Network, a Northern Lights Entertainment broadcasting station.